This year has been one of the biggest years for TV probably ever. You've had Stranger Things, Obi-Wan, you had The Boys, you had Better Call Saul, but somehow one of the shows that stands out to me the most is The Rehearsal. Pretty much if you don't know what the show's about, you got Nathan Fielder. He goes into random people's lives who need help with big moments, and he comes up with a space where they can rehearse those things. Like in the first episode, you get this guy who's been lying to his trivia team about not having a higher up degree, and Nathan's got to create this whole fake bar, and he brings in actors, all these scenarios to make that final confrontation easier. The show kind of starts off like that, but by the end of the season, it's just way different. It turns into this meta commentary about so many things, about Nathan Fielder, about parenting as a big one, human connection, religion, all this crazy stuff. I'm a big fan of Nathan For You. I think it is hilarious. I think it is genius. And this one I would also call genius. It's beautiful, but in a way different kind of way. This show is funny, and if you want that classic Nathan Fielder kind of like cringe but you can't look away humor, you're gonna get plenty of that here. But like in Nathan For You, you had like probably 95% comedy and like 5% Nathan just being introspective. This show, I feel like it's like 60% Nathan being introspective, 40% comedy. The first episode I think is by far the funniest, and like dude, when he's trying to plant the info on this guy for the trivia challenge thing, that's comedy gold. From there though, the series gets wrapped up in this whole thing about parenting in Oregon, and that takes up like the next 5 episodes. Nathan does go off and do other ventures, but at the heart of this first season, it's the Oregon parenting stuff. A lot of the times in Nathan For You, Nathan would find these people who were like just not comfortable on camera, or they're like a little socially awkward, and sometimes that was kind of the joke. In The Rehearsal though, they do kind of tackle like if Nathan is actually trying to help these people, or if they're just jokes for him in the show. And I think that's the case for a lot of the show, is that you think you're gonna get one thing, and the show just goes the complete opposite direction. There are so many funny moments, but there are also so many like human moments, and some that are actually like genuinely touching. As nice as the show can be, though, one of the best parts of the show is just the absurdity of the things Nathan does, because there's some crazy stuff. The dude just goes Inception at one point, and he like moves into this guy's house without him knowing, and he goes 10 layers deep. It's insane. He creates a whole fake bar for the first episode, right? And then he moves that whole bar across the United States just so he can hang out there. That's crazy. All of this going on while HBO's canceling like the Batgirl movie and all this crazy stuff. It's like, let's cancel every single project we've ever planned in the future, but yeah, let's let Nathan move this whole bar across the US. But like, that's the thing too, I'm not even that mad about it because we get some crazy moments. When I was watching episode 4, which is one of the season's best episodes, I was getting towards the end of the episode, and there's this whole crazy dramatic moment, and like Nathan's almost in tears, and from the other room, my brother, who like knows Nathan, he knows Nathan For You, he was just incredibly confused. He had no idea what was going on. And there are so many crazy moments like that where this doesn't feel like the first episode, but it still feels coherent in the messages if you follow it along. Some of it might be scripted. I don't care, because it's just fascinating. It's just intriguing. Just watching these people and Nathan deal and just worry about these upcoming things in their life, it's interesting to see the kind of ways that Nathan plans these rehearsals to help them. If you have any interest in the show and haven't checked it out yet, 1000% you should, just because there is no show like this. You might like it, you might hate it, you might think Nathan's creepy and that HBO needs to take away all of his budget, but you just need to watch it. Like I said, it's a show unlike any other. I guarantee you you'll laugh. I guarantee you that you'll be surprised at some point in the series. But yeah, overall, I thought it was pretty good. Honestly, it was great. I'm gonna put it in A tier for my 2022 season TV show tier list. Yeah, that's fair.